know.
Yeah.
Okay. What about old school rugby tours? So we're seeing for the first time in, since I was a young whippersnapper, we're seeing the New Zealand team go on tour, old school tour, playing 3 matches against the
national team,
the national side, and midweek games.
Yeah.
Glass half full, glass half empty.
I like it. It also gives half full. And the reasons why, because it'll be fantastic for the South African rugby. They'll get so much exposure. I reckon they'll pack out every single stadium.
Yes.
Also, it's good for the All Blacks because we then, especially like midweek games, we will then get to bring in younger players, see how they get on. Bit of fresh blood in there.
Yeah.
And
I like what you're doing with your hand as well. Right,
wafting.
Yeah.
Wafting.
It was like we needed a bit of that last week. My goodness.
There's a stain on the roof. But yeah, I think it's glass half full.
Okay, so it does come at the cost. It comes at the cost of the global calendar. The fact that they're going away there means the Rugby Championship can't take place as it would normally.
Yeah.
Okay, but here goes.
The Nations Championship is now almost taking over that Rugby Championship as well, isn't it?
That's right. And what I would say it's great for the coffers of the country that's hosting it.
Agreed.
South Africa, if you're a Kiwi and you're a rugby fan, you are going to fly to South Africa and you're going to watch one of those test matches, okay? You're going to stay in hotels, you're going to spend your money, you're going to go to the games. As you say, they'd pack out stadiums. Now, they probably pack out the stadiums anyway.
Yeah.
But they'll probably make significant money for the clubs midweek as well.
Yeah.
So those are midweek games that they normally get no one at.
Yeah.
The crowds will come and watch that support.
But if South Africa came to New Zealand,
big time, you'd make cash.
It would be exactly the same.
And when you spoke last week about Australia getting out of financial, that's what everyone needs. New Zealand, you get a World Cup coming to New Zealand, or you get a 4 Test match series coming to New Zealand with South Africa. They're going to make a whole load of money.
Do you know what? Australia are going to be absolutely swimming in cash. Yeah. Lions.
I know. World Cup. I know. And they're already out of debt.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They're already out of debt, and now they're going to be gravy, isn't it?
Do you know what? The next sort of 10 years for them will be interesting. They'll be able to poach players from the NRL, but then they'll be able to also maybe spend more money on the younger players coming through, so then they don't go to Europe, they don't go to Japan.
What's a bit sad is South Africa are going to get all the money from this tour. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that.
I think New Zealand
must
get some. TV rights, I mean, the amount of eyeballs that are potentially going to be on this series.
Oh, the whole of Europe.
The whole of world. The whole, Fiji, they love their rugby.
Yeah.
Spain,
be interested.
as we know, love their
Definitely.
rugby. France,
England, France, they'll be watching.
France, rugby is now more popular in the country than football.
Really?
Yeah, I've just been told that.
Really?
On YouTube.
But also,
if it's been said on YouTube, that must be true.
Their top 14, the stadiums are packed.
Absolute packed. It's great, isn't it?
Packed.
Do you know what I mean? So all of these people around the world are going to have their eyeballs on. If you're a New Zealand player, you play well on that comp, your stocks are going to go up. Your brand deals are going to go up. It's a win-win, winner chicken dinner, big time.
And that's also why the top 14 have got so much money, because it's almost a circle, isn't it? They're pumping money into the actual game.
Yeah.
But then they're getting that back because people are coming to watch.
Yeah.
Like you say, brand deals, right? Rugby's going up. Perfect. We're going to pump more money into it and we're going to get more back.
Yeah,
It's like a self-investment
TV
almost,
deal, you know, they sold their TV deal for a record amount for a club competition, whereas actually you look at other club competitions around the world, they're struggling to get an audience,
Yeah.
you know, that big money to pay for it. So therefore, you know, France have done an amazing job. With that.
Talk about money. What do you think Christchurch would have made from that weekend? You know, brand new
stadium.
Yep. 3 days of games.
All sold out.
Yep.
You know, that's a hell of a lot of money, isn't it? Hell of a lot of money. Like when you think about it.
I had a look.
30,000.
I had a look.
How much was a ticket?
$60.
$60.
Yeah. So
times,
25 quid.
Okay, 25 quid timesing by 30,000.
Yeah.
And then timesing that by what? Was
3.
It? 3 days? No, because you didn't buy a ticket for a day. You would have bought a ticket for a match.
Game.
There's like 6 matches.
Oh, but surely you can't. How do you kick them all out? My gosh.
Obviously, there's a gap in between games.
Yeah, but there wasn't long.
Much. Maybe you bought a ticket for the day.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, you know, Crusaders, as you say, let's just say they had a ticket for the day. Crusaders, you know.
Maybe the people that were in for the day were sat in a different stand. The ones that just bought for one, they were sat in a different area and they had to clear out.
Yeah, maybe. We should have organised it, mate. We would have made even more money for them, wouldn't we? But no, it was awesome.
Though.
And, you know, you think of all the hotels, you think of all the food places, the restaurants. You think of all the staff that work there.
Yeah.
They all got extra payday.
But imagine that. The first event was a 3-day event.
Amazing, eh?
Throw them into the deep end.
And they coped really well.
Apparently.
As you say, I didn't hear anything.
No.
Apparently the food was great.
Yeah.
Not too expensive.
Okay.
Which is a rarity.
Yeah.
I did, to be fair, I do say that. And then I heard on a podcast there was a pie sandwich for $17.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot of expensive things.
Yeah.
Hang on, $17.
It's about £8, eh? It's not too bad, actually.
That's about £8, yeah. That's all right. At an event.
Yeah.
That's all right.
And a pie sandwich sounds great. I've never had one.
What?
I've never had a pie sandwich.
Pie sandwiches from Gisborne. Prove me wrong, everyone.
This is like Marmite, isn't it?
No. Honestly,
you were right about Marmite. You're right.
I was.
So you're going to be right about this,
pie sandwich,
Oh
Gisborne Boys High School. They used to sell it at the cafeteria. Pie sandwich. Buttered bread.
Yeah, just because they sold
Just listen.
Just because they sold it at the school canteen doesn't mean
Did you have it when you were growing up?
No, I'm just saying doesn't mean that you were the
haven't
first
even had
player.
one.
You know, first place that ever
100%.
invented it.
It is. And what you do is you got a longer nozzle with the tea sauce and you stab it in the top, fill it up with tea sauce.
All I got to say is that's not unique because we've been doing that. And I've been older than you, mate.
Yeah, but pie sandwich.
Yeah, but you still
Did you have a pie sandwich?
You put the tomato sauce thing in and you did that. I mean, that's not this is you.
I'm not saying that that's new.
Well, no, you did try and make out.
No, I'm just saying.
That happened from Gizzy as well.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I was saying that's what we used to do, but 2 pieces of bread. Prove me wrong, everyone.
I look forward to hearing this.
Well, no one's going to say anything because they don't know.
Gisborne Boys High made the pie sandwich. But if they did, I'll come back on next week, but you need to put your comments below in the little podcast thingy-majiggy. You can see what I'm doing there?
I can.
Peppering that comment again. Right, last one, mate.